Hi, welcome to the Property Show. I'm Jayashree Kurup. I'm editor MBTV, and I have with me Deepak Goradia. He's president CREDAI MCHI. Deepak, the CREDAI has seen a lot of, Maharashtra has seen a lot of home buyers very active and taking decisions. And we clearly see that a small policy nudge can impact the markets so positively. So first, explain to our consumers what was that policy nudge and how has it impacted the buying behavior?
Good afternoon, Jayashree ji. To begin with, to give you the about what is CREDAI. CREDAI MCHI is a body of 1800 plus developer. We are operating mainly in city of Mumbai and MMR. All MMR cities are part of us: Kalyan Dombivli, Thana, Vasai Virar, and Raigad and Navi Mumbai. And we have 1800 plus developer. And CREDAI MCHI body, we represent developers in various improvement benefit for the industry members. And we had everybody in the world had a challenging time because of COVID and pandemic. And the pandemic point of view, end of March, Maharashtra was locked down first compared to anywhere in the country, and the lockdown continued till June and gradually started opening part of the offices across in June onward till August, September. Market was almost zero or the standstills for the initial 3 months: April, May, June, even July was also challenging. Mid-August, there was some movement has started happening in real estate sector, specifically for the residential realty. We thank the government of Maharashtra, Honorable Chief Minister and Honorable Revenue Minister, that they came with the policy of reduction of stamp duty. The third week of August, government of Maharashtra announced the reduction of stamp duty by keeping the stamp duty only 2%. They reduced the stamp duty by 3%. Earlier, they had reduced the stamp duty from 1st April 1% already, and further 3% they reduced. So in city of Mumbai, the stamp duty applicable is only 2%, and in other than cities, there are some places it is a little more because of other taxes. But effectively, the 2% stamp duty in the entire Maharashtra till December end, and it may increase from December to March by 2 to 3%. That is the announcement government made with effect from 1st September. We saw that September, August, and there was a Ganpati Visarjan and all, and the Pitul Paksh Shraddh is there. And then this time we had one additional month. We call it Adhik Mas in Gujarati and Hindi. That new additional month. Generally, people tend to little resist to do the transaction in this point of time, but because of the government of Maharashtra's support, the reduction of transaction cost in the buying the property. This has helped customers, that customers' transaction cost went down by remained only 2%, whereas various developers across Mumbai and MMR started offering various schemes. Schemes were offered by online, schemes are offered by various mode communication through channel partners and direct communication by mail. And that overall customers' point of view, this has really given a good positive sentiment. Customers started inquiring about the project, and based on that, it has really given a good boost to the market. Developers also realized because of pandemic, the thing is that we started offering a various price point of view freebies along with some package all inclusive in ticket size, and that has become overall property has become attractive. What property was available in January, February 2020, every developer started offering some sort of a freebies, and then reduction of stamp duty by 3 to 4% compared to January and February. So effectively that 100 rupees property started available in market around 85 rupees plus minus developer to developer. So this is the right time to buy the property because it's a best possible price if one wants to buy real estate. So this has really led very good positive sentiment, and this has helped in the revival of the demand.
Yeah. So let's talk about how much stock there was in the market. Deepak, you want to put up some slides, please?
Yes, just putting up.
Yeah. So actually what we are trying to understand is how much stock was there in the market and what, how did that offtake start happening?
Stock point of view, Under construction and ready inventory, these are the two different things.
Yeah.
Under construction inventory point of view, various agencies are exploring various way of working out the inventory. They announce the numbers in the media and then public domain. Some numbers, as a developer association, we do not agree. Some developers have even challenged that their numbers are different than what is the reality. Stock ready position inventory with lock and key is supposed to be the inventory. Under construction, if I have a 1,000 flat project, I have started with only 2 towers of 200 flats. So the survey report says 800 or 1,000 flats are inventory. According to us, that's not inventory. So let's leave aside that numbers. That's not very important. Lock and key ready possession inventory, which is ready to move in or nearing ready possession moment inventory. So
Right.
customer overall, if you see the numbers point of view, the all category which the slide says, the demand has come for the ready to move in inventory in all category.
Okay.
Um,
And what
affordable,
about what?
affordable, mid-range, even high-end ticket size also demand is there, and people are doing inquiry. People are buying high-end property also, maybe a 1 lakh rupees a square feet plus. All a smaller ticket size of 5,000 to 7,000 rupees a square feet in MMR, affordable range. Ready possession or nearing ready possession inventory, things have started moving very well. In because of pandemic, people realize that importance of having the own house. In all millennium, people were always think of buying, not buying and staying in a rented house, like a Uber lifestyle, that they want to move from one place to other place. Why do they want to commit? But now people have realized importance of having a house, and lot of inquiries have started coming. Conversions started happening. So this September onward, the last 3 months, and including part of the December, we are seeing a lot of traction happening at every level.
Okay,
So
Deepak, let me step in here and say that let's talk about the luxury homes, a market that was very slow in the last few years.
right,
What has happened to the luxury markets, and
luxury home.
where do you see the traction coming from?
See, luxury home, high-end properties from in city of Mumbai, from Malabar Hill to Worli, Prabhadevi, even Lower Parel belt also we see, and some pockets of Bandra, East Bandra, West towards up to Juhu,
Hmm.
where the high-end luxury home may be part C facing whatever time. Overall, because of slowdown in economy and not availability of fund, people were reluctant to buy. People were going for rented premises, even for luxury home also. Pandemic point of view, people realize the importance of having own house. Then luxury home point of view, they started thinking of a bigger house, because staying in a house for 6 months, they realized that having a larger house with facilities and all, the luxury home point of view, people with budget may have invested money in stock market and other thing businesses, but not into the property for buying the larger house, have come back in market. We saw many transactions happening above 1 lakh rupees a square feet also in city of Mumbai. And these are not just few numbers we can count by fingers. These are the reasonably good numbers that
What are the ticket sizes that sold? What kind of what would be the upwards of how much?
few properties started from 15 crore onward to maybe around 30, 35 crore, even 40 crore property also. We have seen that transaction have happened, something in Bandra, something in 15 crore property somewhere in Bandra East, then maybe 30 or 20, 25 crore somewhere in mid city, like Lower Padel area, and around 30, 35 crore property even in Malabar Hill. We have seen transactions happening. It is being reported in a public media, in public domain, and but mainly these are ready to move in or nearing ready possession property. So people have paid stamp duty, which is also in public record, and people have paid stamp duty and nearing ready possession may have planned to move to the new house. So
So
that
how much more stock do you have in this luxury segment, and what stage would that be in?
overall, if you see, the developers have, because of slowdown economy, a lot of developers have reduced the size of luxury home earlier.
Mhm.
Maybe from 5 bedroom they've made into three bedroom apartments and all. And there are projects which there in the things that people reduced it, but later on they could able to sell a lot of mid-size apartment, three bedroom, and even larger apartment of 5 bedroom also they could able to see. In one of the project, I'm told that more than 100 transaction happened in one tower itself. It's a really a big achievement, and people are coming forward and buying the luxury home.
So, what are when somebody buys a luxury home, what are the elements that they are looking for, and what do you think are the is driving sale? Like you said, 100 units in one tower. What is driving that kind of sale? What are the elements of the property?
See, first and foremost is location, and second is pricing.
Okay.
So what was the location is accepted. Some people prefer Valli, some people prefer Prabhadevi, or some people prefer Bandra. The location is the first criteria. And second is a pricing point of view. What was the pricing prevailing earlier and what they are getting the best deal in today's time. So
Yeah.
it is worth buying it at today's time because of overall earlier slowdown in economy. It is an opportunity, that right time to buy real estate.
So, how much has the price of a luxury property come down by, approximately?
uh, depend on developer to developer. What we've been hearing, maybe average 12 to 15% transaction point of view, developer to developer are offering discount or negotiation. Other than that, of course, the stamp duty has mattered a lot. 4% state discount on the stamp duty. So effectively 12 plus 4 is 16%. The net benefit to the customer is maybe 10%. Some may have offered discount plus 4%, 5%. So effectively average 15% benefit is there to all customers.
Now let's talk about the mid-sized properties, the middle-income housing. Which are the localities or which are the parts of the city where you've seen a huge offtake of, where there was enough stock and which were in demand?
Mid-income in the city of Mumbai is around 12 to 15,000 price range, and which is generally from Andheri onward to Borivali, this western part, and from central part it is from Ghatkopar onward to Mulund and Thane and MMR area. The mid-income houses also, people are started buying it for the simple reason that whatever they were looking at it, because of pandemic and because of the work from home, the demand increased, that they need additional space. They need additional space for the kids to study. They need additional space for themselves to work and at home. So effectively, people were looking for 2 bedroom, started looking for 3 bedroom. People were looking for 3 bedroom, started looking for additional room or additional, say, 2.5 bedroom sort of a thing. So that sort of a demand is definitely there between Andheri onward to Borivali, here also in the central part of the city, and of course in Thane. So mid-segment point of view, people with a good job and working in a salary class with little mid-size executive are looking for buying it. The home loan rate has become very attractive. It is almost 7% or below 7%. So home loan rate with the transaction cost coming down and the price offered by the various developer. The demand for mid-size is also there. In that also, ready to move in property, definitely there is a good demand. Under construction, mid-home sector also is picking up.
Okay. And here, between, say, what was available in July and what was available post-September, how much of a price differential would that have been for the mid-segments?
I would say not from July and September. I would say between February to September, pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. Maybe average 12 to 15%, including stamp duty benefit, is there all across. So that benefit is still even in mid-segment also.
And how long will it last?
Stamp duty point of view, we could see that it is 1% will increase from 1st January. Developer to developer, till people are looking from depending upon their cash flow, and then developer want to averaging out price. If there is transaction point of view, but I see the trend should continue for further down the line because customers are willing to buy, developers are willing to sell. Since last couple of years, the slowdown was there. So whatever the inventories are there, even under construction project also and new launch also, there is a demand and developers are eager to sell whatever is possible. So this trend should continue for quite long.
We'll come back to developers' strategies, but let's first talk about the affordable housing. The affordable housing, which are the areas where affordable housing has been available, offtake has been seen, and what are those price ranges?
If we see in MMR is a better option in city of Mumbai, hardly any affordable housing is there except few SRA project with a very, very small size of apartment, around 200 to 225 square feet. There are a couple of projects only announced and Other than that, which is below 45 lakhs range and all. Otherwise, affordable housing is entire MMR area. If you see western suburb from Mira Bhayandar to Virar, or even here in central suburb, Thana onward, even in central suburb, New Navi Mumbai and Kalyan Dombivli belt and Raigad belt. So these are the pockets where affordable housings options are there and where customers are getting various options. There are two type of affordable housing. One is on a urban local body, some are in outside urban local body, some are PMAY project, Prime Minister Awas Yojana, and some are regular projects. The PMAY project point of view, government gives the benefit of 2 lakhs and 69,000 benefit. And other than that, also interest CLSS subsidy benefit is available to all the customers taking a home loan where the income of the family is below 18 lakh rupees. So they are also getting interest subsidy. So these are the direct benefit announced by central government. Other than what we have at the local government in Maharashtra, we have got the benefit of reduction of stamp duty. So affordable housing is between 25 lakhs to around 50 lakhs is a range where definitely there is a good traction, good demand, even below 1 crore. In certain pockets below 1 crore also, like city like Thane and Mira Bhayandar, and even in Navi Mumbai, various pockets below 1 crore also affordable point range point of view, there are good traction happening. People are coming forward to buy, and there is overall we see pandemic point of view post September there is a good demand. Lot of inquiries are coming forward, and even
Sizes are these? What sizes would these be?
affordable point of view, every sizes is definitely there is a demand. Maybe one bedroom small apartment, maybe a 400 square feet carpet area, or maybe 2 bedroom small apartment of 550 600 square feet to large apartment. People wanting to go have an extra space, extra room, they are going for higher size. People wanting to buy apartment because of pandemic point of view, they realize importance of high house. The first time buyer are looking for a house for their family, safe house for the family. Then for them, yeah, 1 bedroom is also a dream, and they are happy to buy 1 bedroom small apartment. So sizes are depending upon the requirement of individual with the pockets and budget. But every size is moving in this market. It is
When you talked about location, you said that location was one of the big drivers. What are the elements of location when somebody is buying a property? What are the factors that impact the purchase in terms of location and connectivity?
if you see the last the trend of city of Mumbai and MMR, earlier the dependency on the railway was there. Up to certain pocket, the dependency of the railway has reduced. Of course, certain level further, Vasai Virar the belt, or maybe further Kalyan and other belt, connectivity of railway is very, very important. Even in Navi Mumbai, further also is important. Otherwise, connectivity from the metro is also second very good option, which is developed. It is almost getting over in couple of years. We will see the city with new public transport of metro, the infrastructure, the way it is coming. And the like freeway point of view, the eastern belt is connected with city by the freeway. Similarly, the coastal road also, which is also under construction. So we see a lot of infrastructure coming in city. So demand is definitely concerned with the customer point of view. Location, the location where infrastructure is there, it's the first option. Along with infrastructure, social infrastructure is also equally important. Social infrastructure, maybe mall, or in today's time, it's difficult for people to visit the mall or the cinema theater. But school is, of course, a basic requirement, though it's also work from home, study from home online. But of course, the school is second most attractive place things. And work from home, people are willing to go little far, but have a little good, comfortable lifestyle for the family. That is become an important part. The thing is, walk to work culture in city of Mumbai is a very challenging. Walk
Right.
to work culture point of view, having maybe working in Andheri belt and may stay in Thana also. People are working, they are happy to travel. The mindset of the city of Mumbaikar is that even if they have to travel for 1 hour, that's not a major challenge for selecting the apartment. The family convenience is equally important for them, and that they give, as a male member, I would not mind traveling, but let my family be more comfortable. So that is a more important thing for selecting the location.
And what about amenities? What amenities are people asking for? Talk about different categories we said: luxury, mid-segment, and affordable.
The amenity point of view, as you say, aspiration level of every customer, maybe affordable range or the mid sector or the ultra luxury modern things. Aspiration level of everybody is there. The basic earlier, which was luxury, it has become a necessity. The earlier concealed plumbing or concealed fittings and all, which was something which was a amenity, but now it is everywhere across. So larger layout where there is a large garden, large open space, and the pandemic point of view, there is a space to move within the compound. That is first of all a very, very important thing. People have realized having large layout instead of standalone building. In that large layout, there are facilities like clubhouse or the swimming pool or maybe a gymnasium or the other activity like a sports activity, indoor sports or outdoor sports activity. Given a choice, that is always preferred by any customer. Even in luxury also, although we say affordable. Affordable also, if they are traveling and at the distance place, there is a space available with a larger layout. So there is basic facility of staying within the complex is always available in that area. Standalone building point of view will have a limitation even in luxury also or even in affordable also. Large layout, multiple buildings with 3, 4 buildings or maybe 10, 15 buildings, developer do provide all that facility and amenity, which is always an attraction for the city of Mumbai. I would say people staying in a high value property in Bandra or maybe high value property even in Malabar Hill. Nowadays, they are looking to move to the mid level where Versova, Andheri or maybe Bandra to have a go to larger layout. Even people are moving from Malabar Hill to the better location infrastructure property in Lower Parel or Prabhadevi belt from Malabar Hill. For the things people are demanding the amenity with a large space which is not there in existing development old buildings. So people are moving to the larger big size apartment with modern amenities.
Do you see a lot of upgrade happening? People who lived in older houses, smaller houses, are you seeing them selling off their old houses, trying to buy new ones? Is that happening?
There are 2, 3 reasons. One is, of course, pandemic point of view, with they need a space around for work. I have seen a lot of building. The only open space they have is a terrace.
Right.
They've never visited in the life terrace. Maybe they may be staying in the building for 20 years. In today's time, I have seen in pandemic lockdown time, people are walking and taking some break in terrace. At least they're spending 1 or 2 hours in the terrace in the open area. That really people realize the importance of having a larger house. So based on that, people thought of moving to a place instead of a existing old building to a new project where they get a space around to move within the complex. That is one part. Secondly, growing family, which is always a trend in real estate. Growing family, when the children get married, they need a space for themselves and all. And the otherwise family point of view, they try to be a nuclear family with multiple two brothers buying a house. So that trend point of view also, I have seen that inquiries are coming forward. People are buying post COVID from September onward. These are the things definitely has helped that own the house. People staying in a joint family also now looking for buying 3 separate house instead of 3 family staying in one house. That the COVID point of view, that also we have seen the trend.
Okay. And let me ask my team to stop presenting so that we can have the whole slide. There are a lot of queries that are coming, but before that, I would like to ask you about, the people the developers, how have you responded? Clearly, there's more money in the till, more properties are selling. And because there's more demand, I'm sure the compulsion to start completing projects faster is also there. So how does that work? Where does the money for that come? Is there any financial distress or are those sorted? Help us understand that.
Overall, Jashriji, what we have seen in the last 4 to 5 years, developers in city of Mumbai and MMR, due to slowdown in economy and slowdown in the sale, there was a pain in the industry. Still, the pain is existing. Last 2018, the NBFC crisis, which multiplied the issues. Earlier also, due to regulatory demonetization, there was a slowdown. So pain is there. And in that, being a various developer, we trying to work on our focus is because of RERA in existence. Our completion date is prime important for the project. Once I start the project, announce the project, even I sell a one flat, the entire tower of 100 flats, I got to complete it on the due date. So there was financial options available earlier. In 2018 onward, that all dried down. The commitment of the financial institution also, they could not perform. Because of that, there was a pain. Some relief is come in last 3 months, 3.5 months, that because of demand has revived, developers are able to sell. Those who are into ready possession or nearing ready possession, they could able to got the major benefit. Under construction, it's now growing gradually. The demand is reviving in under construction also.
Right.
The
Is there any speeding up of construction processes because there is a huge demand in the market?
the conventional construction, which with the aluminum technology and the shuttering and all, it is always there. And now that we've been adopted all across India, that aluminum conventional technology to this regular aluminum formwork and all, which has increased the faster construction. The thing is, the issue with government in Maharashtra is, the approval process. Approval process point of view, we are fortunate that in 2034, DCPR was published in 2019, and a lot of clarification, which we say transition policy, we call it. It also got cleared in 2019 onward. So by last June, July also, we had a July of 19, we got the transition policies cleared. So process has become clear in city of Mumbai and MMR, Mumbai, mainly online ease of doing business has also helped. In MMR, various urban local bodies like Thana, Vasai Vidar and all, the approval process is generally taking a little more time. But recently, last week only, government of Maharashtra announced the unified DCPR for entire Maharashtra. That has really given the overall market point of view lot of ease of doing business, along with a lot of clarity on the affordable housing supply, and along with that clarity on the cluster redevelopment in MMR area, which was now earlier not there. So this trend is now going to benefit not only developer, of course, customer also. Large new project will come of affordable housing range in MMR area. That will definitely help overall customers' point of view, various option and various price range, they will be able to buy. So these are the few things. Your question is about the funding and financing that specific project. Yeah. So the mindset of the lender or the bank or the NBFC in pandemic time, which is now changed because of the last 3 months trend. Along with that, central government finance ministry announced the Swami Fund. The Swami Fund has also helped completing many projects, and SBI CAP being the funding agency for the Swami Fund. And Swami Fund point of view, they have accepted a lot of projects of Mumbai and MMR area. This overall has improved means the availability of fund to the developer via Swami Fund. This has also helped overall to complete the project on time. Yeah. So these are the various options available to developers to complete the project, and developers are keen because we are, as it is, we are supposed to complete the project as per their deadline, and every developer is aspired to complete it before the deadline.
I'm going to pick up some of the questions that have started coming. We've got somebody who said, if I go for affordable mid-income housing in Mumbai, do extra things like parking, maintenance, etc. be at affordable rate, or are there different prices for that?
Like price, parking is one thing. Then maybe club membership or some corpus fund or something, maintenance point of view for the buildings. These are the few things only. And for the tower point of view, developer to developer, if there is any flow rise or something. But in today's market, the trend since last 2 years is that everything, major developers are selling everything all inclusive in ticket size. Yeah. If I'm selling a 1-bedroom apartment of say in the city of Thane around 50 to 60 lakhs, it is generally all inclusive with the in ticket size. Developer even include the transaction cost to be paid to government, GST, and the stamp duty. That also becomes a part of the ticket size. So developer to developer, it is no standard trend, but major accepted trend is including all ticket size.
Okay. There's Manish Sharma who says, do we need to pay stamp duty and registration fee 2% plus 1% on a resale flat?
Any transaction on real estate, the stamp duty till 31st March is 2%. Yeah.
Okay. And then there is a question from Aman. A relative of mine paid stamp duty at a higher rate last month only. Is the government making some provision to refund this excess duty paid as compared to the current reduced rate, at least for those who paid stamp duty during this COVID pandemic? Is there some provision like this?
The transaction happened prior to 1st September.
Yes.
So if the transaction has happened prior to 1st September, what was the prevailing rate of stamp duty? The customer has to pay that. If it has happened after 1st September, then the benefit there is there till 31st December to pay it at 2%.
Yes, and that's something that consumers should understand. Whatever the prevailing rate is in the market, that's what you have paid. And there's no question of refunding that to you. It is just that if you buy it now, you have a lower rate of interest, right? There's Naima who says, as Mumbai reduced stamp duty, we can't see other states also doing. As a developer's body, what steps is CREDAI taking? Have you been in consultation with other states?
As a CREDAI body, we have requested our members that every city and the state chapter to request the local government there and approach them to take the look from the Maharashtra, the policy point of view, and then try to create more demand in that state. Similarly, based on that, various CREDAI chapter president, city president, and the state president have represented to local body. They have also such few states like Karnataka announced something reduction of stamp duty for the affordable range around between up to 40-45 lakhs or something, that Karnataka has done it. Even at Urban Development Department, our Honorable Minister Arvind Singh Puri, he also announced in few of the webinars that I request all the state body to learn from Maharashtra and reduce the stamp duty to make houses available to the customer at the reasonable price.
Right, absolutely. And then have you seen investors come back? Good time to buy, you said. Have investors started coming back? And if so, what is the profile of the investor?
Overall, the market point of view, people, generally consider buying a real estate from investment point of view is also a very good option, in that overall customers in India, for them, compared to other product, real estate is one of the best option to have a safe investment. They have the house, they keep it for themselves, they rent the house, and sometime for the family to grow, then they can use that house. So investment point of view, right time to buy is people have realized, even for self-use or for investment. So there is a trend, people have started coming back, people have made some profit in other businesses like stock market and others. They also want to divide their asset, and they are looking for it, and they have also come to buy the larger house for themselves. And not only that, and even additional house as an investment point of view. So investors are now back in the market, expecting returns are as per earlier, that trend of earlier that is not there. Expecting the return reasonable with the 8 to 10% are definitely there in real estate, and that return point of view, investors are willing to buy the properties.
So who are these investors? Have you seen a lot of buying from NRIs? Are you seeing people from other cities buying into Mumbai?
From other cities in pandemic time, people are unable to travel. That is out of question. NRI point of view, definitely there is a trend. People are looking, because the job opportunity and the settling in the other country also has become a little bit challenge. So they want to come back. They are planning to migrate back to the home country. So definitely that trend is there in NRI, and people with a having businesses where they are able to create surplus. And that even in the stock point of view, stock market, or even industries, they be able to create surplus. They are definitely looking for buying the and investing in real estate. So these are the people who are willing, NRI and with high net worth individual, we call it, or the senior president in various companies and all. They are investors who are willing to buy, and they are buying in, since last couple of months.
Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Goradia. That was very, very insightful. I hope people understand the dynamics of the Mumbai and Maharashtra market, and how this is probably a good time to buy when policy pushes in the right direction, when the developers are amenable to having a conversation with you and making sure that you get a good deal. This is probably a good time to buy. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jayashree. And just to conclude before that, absolutely for the customer's point of view, this is a right time to buy. Pandemic point of view, also buying a house, people have realized best price to buy, lowest transaction cost, and lowest home loan rate. So this is the opportunity for anyone who's looking for buying for their own use, for the investment point of view, or for the future family need. This is the right time to buy and right opportunity for everyone to buy. So I appreciate you organize this event, and the message to the customer is that if at all you're looking for it, please do visit various developer site all across, and you will get a good options and you will get a best price to buy the houses.
And you're making sure that your sites are safe for visits, right?
Every sites we are definitely taking care that of course options are available that they can have a virtual call, or maybe they can study through the various options available with the developer. But other than that, people tend to visit because buying a house is a one-time decision where they would like to feel, and also definitely people do come, and every site we have requested all developers, and they are keeping the proper norms of COVID and the cleaning or maybe sanitizing and distancing. That is always accepted practice, even for our own staff and for the customers who visit. So that definitely we do take the safety precautions.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.